Hello, Leela here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an American who's living in Hamburg, Germany, and I've been in Hamburg now for, in total, about 3 years. In this video, I'm going to talk about the differences between studying university in Germany and the difference in California, Southern California, where I'm from. Before I begin, I wanted to say thank you so much to Zimpf, or that's how you pronounce that in German. It's actually not a German company, so Zimpf for sending me these glasses. Thank you so much, I really like them. If you guys like them too, I'll put their website down below. They're not paying me to say this, they were just really nice and sent me these glasses to talk about in a video. So yeah, my prescription's about -2, so they got my prescription down pretty good. It took a couple days for my eyes to adjust, but now they're perfect. So I have no problems with them. I have no headaches, because sometimes I get headaches from glasses, but anyways, no, that didn't happen with these. I really liked the box too, super cute. Check out their Instagram, they have so many examples of their glasses on their Instagram and then their website, of course. Differences between US and 5 big differences that I can think of just on the top of my head. I didn't prepare to make this video. So the biggest differences I would say is the test. So in the US, we have tests every 3 weeks. It felt like we always had a test every few weeks. So every time we had like end of the chapter test. So the teacher would or the professor would give us a week to read a whole chapter, and then we would have a test on it. And then all of these tests throughout the whole semester, they just start adding up, and that becomes your grade at the end. And then the final exam is just, usually the final exam is it's weighted usually more than the other exams, but in my psychology degree, luckily the final exam often was that it was actually not weighed, or it wasn't worth any more than the other tests. So it was stressful to have tests so often, but it wasn't stressful at the end because you knew already what grade you were going to get by the end of the class because you did all this work. And you're not just having tests, you're having projects and essays in between, and that's all adding up to your grade. So the system is very clear, and in the very beginning, they give you it's been a while, what's the word? Syllabus. So they give you a syllabus on the first day of class, and you can find it online on the website, and then you can see exactly the assignments you're going to be getting during that semester usually. So you'll see the project, you'll see everything that's inside this class, what you're gonna be doing for work. So it's all very clear. And then I personally never had a thesis. So yeah, my bachelor's degree I found to be passable. In Germany, so my first semester as a bachelor's student studying in Germany, in Hamburg, I was so shocked when I found out that there is no test during the semester. It was so weird to me, like, what? So what do you do during the semester? So and then the assignments aren't clear, what to study is not clear. A lot of the professors don't even recommend you a textbook. And in the US, they always give you the names of the textbooks in the syllabus. So I was always buying my books online during that first week. I always bought my books because I like physical books. Yeah, so that was really expensive because the US books are insanely expensive, but for me, that's where I chose to put my money into. I don't know why. Yeah, in Germany, I was like, what? So we don't get any books recommended. They would recommend us like articles, and they'd upload articles onto the like online school website thing. Then by the end of the semester, you're so unsure how you're going to do on the exam that it's just so much stress to just have this unknown, and then you don't know if you're studying correctly. You hope you're studying correctly. The level of stress was something I've never experienced ever, and I feel really bad for like Europeans. I studied in London as well, and London was actually similar. So yeah, but we had a lot more writing assignments when I was in London, so I had more grades during the semester, not just the final exam. But Germany, we didn't have too many projects and writing exams. It was mostly just this one exam. And the thing that shocked me too, so in the US, the exams have like so many questions and a lot of multiple choice questions. So like 50 multiple choice questions, or maybe multiple choice, writing, and then I don't know, there's always like a mix of exams. And then in Germany, it was like this one class I had, we had 5 questions and you had to write the answer. And that was the whole class. That was the only class I failed. And I got super lucky that I don't know who did me a favor, but when I went back to the US, they deleted that from my transcript. It was as if I never took the class. I don't know who did me a favor, but thank you, whoever that was. So I was so thankful for that because my GPA was really important to me. Grade point average, that's another difference. In the US, your perfect grade point average is going to be a 4.0. That's perfect. I was always a 3.0 type of student, which is like a B student. So if you're like an A student getting all A's, there's another difference. Germans don't do the A, B, C, D, F thing. They do, so in Germany, a 1 is perfect, which was so weird to me and hard for me to get used to. Like, okay, a 1 is perfect, because for us, that's failing. That's the opposite. So yeah, it's kind of funny, these differences. For Germans, a 4 is failing, or is it a 5? Let me know down below. I think it's like a 4 or 5 is failing. So yeah, funny how it's just completely opposite. Yeah, that was the big difference, is testing and the stress. Oh, so stressful, so stressful. I was dying. And like, I remember it when I was taking exams in London, these girls were crying, like, well, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2. We were like, you could see they were freaking out. Like, not everyone is good at test taking. So luckily I'm like I'm okay. Like, it's at the test I'm fine, but the weeks before is when I'm like studying crazy and the stress is so bad. So I would say knocking is the other big difference. So when someone is done with their presentation in the US, everyone claps, and in Germany, everyone knocks on their desk. It's pretty funny. I was so shocked on the first day of classes in Germany, and when everyone started knocking, I was like, well, what are they, why are they doing that? And then the thesis thing, I didn't have a thesis, and it seems every European person I've met always has a thesis. So I don't know why I didn't have a thesis, and I got accepted in Germany into this psychology master's program, and I didn't even do a thesis. And so yeah, I got lucky, I guess. I don't know, because every German had to do a thesis. So I was like, wow, they accepted me and I didn't even have to do that. And that's like a lot of work, it seems like. That's another random difference, is psychology. In psychology, to study psychology in the US, it's kind of known as like one of the easiest degrees you can do, which I think, like, every time I tell that to a German, they're like, what? It's like crazy for them to hear that, because in Germany, it's one of the hardest things to study, and you have to have perfect grades to go to grad school. No grad school in Germany will accept you if you didn't get perfect grades. And that is, wow, that's shocking to me. So I'm glad it wasn't like that in the US. But for grad school, it's like all private. You pay for it yourself. So I think, I don't know, maybe it's also super strict grad school, but at least the bachelor's degree part is pretty chill. So for my psychology bachelor's degree, I took 1 semester of math, just basic psychology statistics. That was it. And the Germans in my master's degree were taking their whole 2 years in their university, they were taking hardcore math classes. So that's a reason I actually quit my master's degree, was because it was so math heavy, and I was not expecting a math heavy psychology course. So I was not prepared. Yeah, so the Germans, they're really good at math, because they have to be, I guess. Oh, and then the money, let's talk about that. So I was paying for my public university in the US. I think it was like $3,000 a semester, which is like, that was like the cheapest you can get. And that was like a super good deal, actually, for a public university. So I felt really lucky for that. And then when I find out, when I first took my first trip to Berlin, during my bachelor's degree, I found out that in Germany, you don't pay tuition, you just pay the one little fee. And every German, every time I say it's like free tuition or like university's free, I always get people commenting down below saying, no, it's not, you have to pay the fee. I'm like, that fee is the price of my books, my textbooks in the US. Like, 300 euro a semester, that's free, come on. Like, compared to the US. So that's why in my past videos, I'm like, yeah, university's free. Like, yeah, so. And that's also why I also say, like, oh yeah, free healthcare. It's because I'm comparing it to the US. It's like, obviously not free healthcare, but you don't pay for treatment. In the US, you pay for your medicine, you pay for the treatment, you pay when you see the doctor, even if you have a health insurance. So For me here, you don't pay for treatment, you don't pay to see the doctor if you have public, by the way. I think private, I don't know how private works. So yeah, you pay this 300 euro fee per semester, and it's awesome. It gives you free transportation on everything, the U-Bahns, the buses, everything. So it's like, and your healthcare bill per month is student prices. So you get a huge discount on healthcare, the public healthcare here. So I was paying at the time 90 euros per month for my healthcare. And at the moment for my job, I think it's like 300 something, or I don't really remember. It's a lot more. So yeah, being a student in Germany, it's like so nice, and the visa's pretty easy. And I think they have like a quota, I don't know, because it seems like there's always like a good amount of international students. So they're really accepting of the international students, it seems like. So those are the major ones. Maybe I'll make a part 2 when I can think of some other ones. University differences. Yeah, I'm sure there's like a ton more, teaching style and all that. So let me know down below if there's parts of the university that you want me to talk more about. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and like if you liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.